Hi there, it's Albert Luck again from luckymaths.co.uk. This is the work solutions to paper 1C, the calculator version. Again, that can be downloaded from the website. So, page 1, question number 5, metric conversion, kilograms to grams to show the relationship 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. That can be doubled, and then to show why 7 kilograms is 7,000 grams. Question 6, which again involves kilograms. If we know one bag is 8 kilograms, two bags are 16, etc., four bags are 32 kilograms, in the question it says a total of 3,200 kilograms. Well, as you can see with the ratio table I built up, 400 bags is equal to 3,200 kilograms. So that's helped, you see, the total to find the total number of bags is 400, and we know 210 have been packed. So that does leave, 190. Again, it's not always compulsory to draw a ratio table, but for some of these problem-solving type questions, it might help really understand and not do anything that you shouldn't. Let's say, the wrong calculation, for instance. Okay, then we've got the pie chart question, and sequences leading into angles. So there's not any opportunity really here to do anything. But questions where information such as, Antonio has 4 times as much money as Albert. Just try to show a bar model there. If, the one box represents £30 for Albert, then Antonio gets 4 lots of that basically. So that just clarifies that Antonio's getting £120. I've used a bar model here to show the £204 split 3 ways to get 68, but like I said, it would expect most students to hopefully use the calculator to do most of the work. But again, it's just sometimes the statements and the understanding to get that far. Right, percentages. We've got 25% of a number is 80. So I've set that up as the first part of my ratio table, because if I double that, I know what 50% is, and I know what 100% would be. So 320 must be the starting value. So from that, I can work out 10%. I can work out 20%, therefore, by doubling, and then I can get 40% as well. So again, doubling 32 to 64, and then 128. Increasing percentages, again, if I've got the same model here, starting with 480, finding 10% is crucial. Finding 5% from the 10%, again, being able to half. So I've already got the 48 and the 24. That's 15%, but then we need to get 1%, 4.8, to then double that or triple it, depends how you want to look at it. But I'd find 1%, find 2%, and then add the two together, I guess. 3% is 14.4, and I've underlined the numbers we're going to use and add all together. Okay, this one, it's it's a data question really, I suppose, about the mean, but a lot of students struggle to know where to start these questions because obviously you're not told a total. So 5 numbers have a mean of 12. So I've written or drawn in my first bar model 5 12s to show, therefore, that's why 60 is the total. That's a number you would need to see to get the first mark for this question. We are told 3 of the numbers, 8, 12, and 15. I put those in blue on the second line. But then comes the understanding of what is the mode. The mode is the most common number, which means there must have been more than 115. So I've obviously written that in. But then, quite simply, you would add up the other totals that you've got, 15 plus 15, 30 plus 12, 42 plus 8, 50, and that's why the remaining number has to be 10, because otherwise it will not add to 60. So the missing numbers there, 10 and 15. Okay, on this page, using a calculator, filling in that table, no opportunity for a bar model or ratio table really. Plotting a graph as well, it's just one of those things you practice and you do. However, the last question I've chosen to do, again, two ratio tables, and I'll explain again. We've got factory P on the top row here, 45 bottles in 25 minutes. Decided to break that down to 5 minutes by dividing that by 5. 9 bottles are made every 5 minutes, and 25 plus 5 would give me 30 minutes or half an hour. So from that, I then worked out 108 bottles are being produced per hour. And then if I double that, again, I get 216 for 2 hours, 432 for 4. And 10 hours will be 1,080. So I've kind of just boxed, obviously, the final two answers there, because 14 hours will be 1,080 plus 432. For factory Q, if 78 bottles are produced in 40 minutes, if I half that, I know it's 39 bottles in 20 minutes. And if I add 40 and 20, I get 60 minutes, hence an hour. So 117 bottles in 1 hour would be 1,170 in 10 hours. And of course, if I add both the 1 hour and the 10 hour together, that's where the 11 hours comes from. And in the 4 red boxes, if I add all of that information up, I get the final, the total of all the juice bottles, 2,799. And again, fair enough, I've not just doubled and halved. I've been a little bit. I've had to use other calculations. Sorry, like 25 down to 5. There's still some doubling and halving and times it by 10, but again, it's just showing you how flexible the ratio table can be for some of these big, 4 or 5 mark questions. Thanks for watching.